Why most paid ads audits in the aftermarket are useless. They're fluff-filled PDFs, templated screenshots, buzzwords dressed up like strategy. But I'm not here to rant. I'm here to show you why this happens over and over again. Because once you see the pattern, you won't unsee it. You would think that with all the money at stake, these audits would actually say something. But most of them done by junior team members following a checklist they barely understand. And guess what? Because they're free, typically rushed. I once saw an audit from a competitor that suggested adding more keywords from SEMrush as the primary lever to drive more revenue. That's like your car mechanic telling that your car needs new air freshener while the engine block is on fire. If you have ever said, well, I've already got an audit, I guarantee it wasn't worth the pixels it took to open. And look, I didn't always have this figured out. I used to say yes to every audit that hit our inbox. We were grinding dozens of audits back to back, trying to win every deal. But at some point, it hit me. Not every company deserves your time, and not every opportunity is a fit. That realization changed how we sell, but more importantly, it changed how we audit. Look, I've got 2 kids now. One is riding a 24-inch bike, trying to let go of his handlebars like he's auditioning for the X Games. The other, still figuring out how not to face plant every time he takes a turn on his balance bike. When someone is chasing freedom and the other one is trying not to bleed, you'll learn quick where your attention actually matters. Same thing in business. You can't give your best at every opportunity. You've got to filter. You've got to prioritize. And with audits, we're not here to impress. We're here to assess. And we ask one important question. Can we actually help this business hit its goals? That's the only question that matters, because a real audit isn't just about flagging issues. It's about uncovering opportunity. And if the answer is yes, then the real work begins. So let me walk you through how we approach it and how you should expect it to be done. So you might be wondering, how do these cookie cutter audits even get out the door? Well, let me pull back the curtain to show you exactly how the sausage gets made. Here's why most audits fail the smell test. First of all, they're free, so they're rushed. And salespeople don't qualify well enough, so they have to do a lot of them. The other one is they're tactical, not strategic. And 3, they're written by people who don't understand your business. Most are done by junior staff or sales reps with 2 weeks of training following a checklist written by someone else. I grew up in Eastern Europe. We didn't have much, but we knew one thing: don't waste a man's time. You bring someone a plan, not fluff. That mindset never left me. Even after I moved to Chicago at 16 with nothing but 2 suitcases, bad English, and a whole lot of grit. So let's fix that. Here's what a real audit looks like, our kind of audit. We break it into 4 parts. Part 1, the big picture. We don't just track what's happening, we measured against where you want to go. Revenue versus target. Are we on pace or falling behind? Top line revenue versus attributed platform revenue. MER versus ROAS discrepancy. Paid versus organic. Ad spend driving real growth or just churn? Gross profit after ads. Are we actually making money? Key KPIs. Orders, AOV, conversion rate, traffic, and paid acquisition metrics. Ad spend to CPC to traffic to conversion rate, orders, AOV, revenue, back to ROAS. If this is useful so far, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's the worst audit you have ever received? I want to hear the horror stories. We speak fluent e-commerce from AOV to cash in the bank and focus on what actually moves the business. It's like making an espresso. Sure, you can steam the milk or polish the machine, but if your grind size and pressure are off, your shot's gonna taste like battery acid. Same here. If your business fundamentals aren't aligned, your ad settings won't matter. Now that we've got the full business picture, we can start to diagnose performance with strategic insights. Where's the waste? Where's the opportunity? And what's silently killing your margin? We examine branded versus non-branded search mix, DSA cannibalization, category and product segmentation, campaign budget misalignment, awareness, consideration, conversion funnel stages. Are zombie products wasting spend? Is your YouTube and Meta traffic fueling Google conversions? We treat your campaigns like a portfolio. Every dollar has a job, every ad has a role. It's one thing to know the strategy, but how's it showing up in your campaigns? That's where we go from insight to execution. Let's get started. Tracking and attribution, enhanced conversions, GA4, double counting, check. Campaign setup, naming, budgets, frequency of changes, check. Targeting and structure, are we getting the right clicks? Check. Ads and creative, messaging, testing, extensions, check. Merchant center, titles, feed quality, product approvals, check. Bids and budgets, manual versus smart, scaling logic, check. Now, I like fixing things, whether it's rebuilding an RC car with my son or bringing a broken Power Wheels back to life. I want to know how stuff works. Same goes for ad accounts. If we find automation running wild, tracking double counting revenue, or feeds choking on bad titles, we fix it. Once we have uncovered what's working and what's broken, we don't just dump it on your lap. We organize it, prioritize it, and build a game plan that actually moves the needle. We use impact versus effort matrix, and we start with quick wins that move revenue. Then we document what to fix, what to test, and what to ignore. And we're not just the agency recommends you to test a different shade of blue in your headline as your top priority. We're here to help you make more money. And sometimes that means turning off 25% of your campaigns before you turn on anything. Here's the thing. Strategy without execution, it's just a slide deck. And the execution without alignment, that's how the budgets get burned. This works when both sides do their part. The agency brings strategy, targeting, messaging, and execution. But the brand must bring product quality, in-stock inventory, competitive pricing, and solid customer experience. This isn't a vendor relationship, it's a performance partnership. Because when both sides show up and the audit is grounded in real goals, that's when the real magic happens. So no, a real audit isn't a highlight reel of random settings. It's a strategic blueprint for growth. One that helps you scale profitably, not emotionally. If you want to evaluate your Google Ads strategy, check out our Google Ads self-assessment. It's quick, free, and built for decision makers. The link is in the description. This is enough to rethink your entire ad strategy. If you want to go deeper, check out our other video, how to scale auto parts without burning profit. Book a discovery call with our team. Let's find out if we are the right partner to help you scale profitably. The link is in the description. See you there.